Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told as podcast. You ready to dive into another career?
Always. Who are we featuring today?
Today we're looking at Dua Lipa,
Oh, cool.
a pop icon who really took the world by storm.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She's done it all while keeping her own unique sound, too,
Right.
which is really impressive.
Yeah.
But you know what I find really interesting about her? She was told she couldn't sing in elementary school.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine that?
It's hard to believe, right? I mean, look at her now.
I know.
It really shows you that talent can develop over time.
Yeah.
Sometimes all it needs is the right environment, you know?
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a good reminder for all of us
Mm-hmm.
that we shouldn't always take no for an answer,
Right.
especially when it comes to something we're really passionate about.
Exactly.
Speaking of unexpected paths, did you know that Dua was a model before she made it big in music?
Oh, yeah, I did, actually.
She was even in an X Factor commercial.
I think I've seen that one.
It's so funny to see it now.
Yeah, thinking back to that. It really shows her drive, though.
Yeah.
I mean, she was willing to take any opportunity.
Right.
Even if it seemed small at the time.
Exactly.
It's all about building a foundation,
Right.
right? Making those connections and just putting yourself out there.
And she definitely knows how to make a strategic move
Oh, for sure.
when she signed with Warner Bros.
Yeah.
Records, she actually chose them because they didn't have a big female pop artist.
Oh, wow.
That's some real business savvy.
Yeah, you don't always see that in young artists.
It's like she looked at the music industry and thought, I know exactly where I fit in.
Totally. And her music has resonated globally.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, One Kiss with Calvin Harris,
Yeah.
that became the most remixed song ever.
Didn't it? It was huge.
It really was. That just shows you the power of remixes.
For sure.
Especially these days.
Mm-hmm.
They can introduce a song to a whole new audience
Yeah.
and keep it relevant for way longer.
It's a smart strategy in the age of streaming.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But it wasn't all smooth sailing for Dua.
Oh, right.
Early in her career, she got some criticism about her stage presence.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
There was even that meme going around online.
It's hard to imagine the kind of pressure these young pop stars are under.
It's a lot, especially with social media.
Yeah. It makes you wonder how they handle it all.
Well, in Dua's case, she used that feedback to get better.
Oh, wow.
She refined her performance style and became even more captivating on stage.
That's pretty amazing.
It is. It shows a lot of strength.
Before we go any further, if you're loving this deep dive into Dua Lipa, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, you won't want to miss any of our future episodes on Tell Me More.
Now let's talk about something really inspiring, Dua's commitment to giving back,
Oh, absolutely.
especially when it comes to her Kosovan heritage and children's rights.
It's so great to see an artist use their platform for good.
I mean, she's been actively involved in raising awareness and funds for different causes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm personally really impressed by her work with the Sunny Hill Foundation,
Oh, yeah.
which she co-founded with her father to support the people of Kosovo.
The Sunny Hill Foundation is a fantastic example of how she's using her influence to empower communities.
Exactly. It's not just about donating money.
Right?
It's about actually getting involved and making a real difference.
And she's not afraid to express her political views either.
Yeah, she's been pretty vocal about Brexit LGBTQ plus rights.
Even human rights violations in Qatar.
It's really powerful to see someone use their voice to advocate for change like that.
It can be risky, but Dua is committed to speaking out on issues that are important to her.
And that's truly inspiring.
It is.
It shows she's not just focused on fame and fortune.
Right.
She actually wants to make a positive impact on the world.
And she's using her platform to do just that.
Exactly. Now, are you ready to go back to the beginning of her journey?
I am.
In the next part of our deep dive, we'll explore her early life, her family, and the experiences that shaped her as an artist.
Sounds good.
So stay tuned.
I can't wait. Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told as podcast.
We're diving deeper into the world of Dua Lipa, and now it's time to explore those roots.
Yeah, let's get into it.
She was born in London
Uh-huh.
to Kosovan Albanian parents, which is such a cool mix of cultural influences.
Yeah, for sure. You can definitely hear those global sounds in her music.
Totally. But it wasn't just London that shaped her.
Right.
Her family actually moved to Kosovo when she was 11.
Oh, wow. So she got to experience life in a totally different environment.
I can't even imagine immersing myself in a new culture at that age.
Yeah. It must have been a huge change.
I bet it really broadened her perspective, though.
Absolutely. And gave her a unique understanding of the world.
Speaking of Kosovo,
Yeah,
I think it's so cool that she's fluent in Albanian.
it is. It adds another layer to her artistry
Right.
and helps her connect with people from different backgrounds.
It's crazy to think that someone who was once told they couldn't sing went on to become such a global pop sensation.
I know, it's wild.
But even with that early setback, it seems like music was always a part of her life. She started taking singing lessons at 9 years old
Wow.
and even attended the Sylvia Young Theater School.
Oh, yeah. That school is known for producing some serious talent.
It's amazing to see that kind of dedication from such a young age.
It is, but it's interesting that she didn't jump straight into her music career.
That's true. She
Yeah.
did some modeling
Mm-hmm.
and even had that gig in the X Factor commercial.
Right. It shows she was willing to try different things and just gain some experience.
It's a good reminder that the path to success isn't always a straight line.
I agree.
Sometimes it's about exploring those different avenues and building your skills along the way.
It's staying open to opportunities.
Exactly. And for Dua, all those paths eventually led her back to music.
They did.
She was signed to Warner Bros. Records,
Uh-huh.
and in 2017, her debut album just took the world by storm.
Yeah, it was a game changer.
It really was, showcasing those powerful vocals.
And that unique blend of pop disco and R&B.
Now, let's not forget those catchy tunes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, New Rules became an anthem.
It really did.
It topped charts all over the world.
Yeah, and solidified her status as a rising star.
It was a song that resonated with anyone who'd ever been through a tough breakup.
For sure. It was so empowering.
And her success didn't stop there.
Nope.
Her second album, Future Nostalgia, took things to a whole new level.
Oh, yeah, it proved she was here to stay.
It was a critical and commercial success.
She had a clear vision for that album, a strong sense of self, and a sound that was totally her own.
Don't Start Now and Levitating became huge hits.
Massive.
She even won a Grammy for Best Pop Vocal Album.
Well deserved.
It was such a recognition of her talent and all that hard work.
What I find so inspiring about Dua is that she's not just focused on her own success.
Right.
She really wants to make a difference in the world.
Like with the Sunny Hill Foundation.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's incredible to see her dedicate so much time and energy to supporting the people of Kosovo.
Especially with her family's connection to the country.
It's clearly a deeply personal mission for her.
And it's not just philanthropy. She's also really outspoken about her political views, using her platform to advocate for causes she believes in.
Whether it's Brexit, LGBTQ plus rights, or human rights violations.
It can be risky for artists to take a stand on political issues.
Definitely. But Dua's willingness to speak out is really inspiring.
It shows a lot of integrity.
And a commitment to using her influence for good.
She's proving that you can be a successful artist and a passionate advocate at the same time.
It's a powerful message for her young fans.
Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told As podcast. I'm still amazed by Dua Lipa's journey.
Me too. There's so much to cover.
We've talked about her music, philanthropy, and even her political activism.
But there's one more aspect of her career we should discuss.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
Her influence in the fashion world.
Oh, absolutely. She's become a true style icon.
She's always so bold with her looks and so unique.
She's not afraid to take risks.
Right. It's like she's always pushing boundaries.
Totally. I mean, she's graced countless magazine covers.
Collaborated with big designers like Versace.
Didn't she even do a runway show for them?
She did. It's clear the fashion world loves her.
It makes sense, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Her music and her style are so intertwined.
Totally. They both exude this confidence and fearlessness.
That's so captivating.
It's all part of her artistic expression.
And it all comes together to create this powerful image.
It resonates with a lot of people.
Speaking of artistic expression,
Yeah.
we can't forget her acting debut.
Oh, right. In the Barbie movie.
I was really impressed.
Me too. She even played a mermaid.
It's great to see her branching out like that.
It speaks to her versatility as an artist.
And her willingness to take on new challenges.
Who knows what she'll do next?
She's always evolving and pushing herself.
It's safe to say we haven't seen the last of Dua Lipa.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what stands out to you the most?
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that success isn't linear.
Right.
It's about taking opportunities, learning from setbacks, and never giving up on your passions.
And Dua Lipa embodies that perfectly.
She's faced challenges and criticism, but she's never lost sight of her vision.
Her story is a testament to the power of resilience, determination, and being yourself.
It's a reminder that anything is possible if you work hard and set your mind to it.
I couldn't agree more. Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of Dua Lipa.
Thanks for joining us.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Tell Me More Stories Told as podcast.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep telling your own stories.